So let me ask you a question. What if your entire business, I'm talking marketing, sales, operations, the whole shebang, ran on a single, intelligent operating system? Today we're going to dive into a concept called OperatorCore. It's all about replacing the chaos of a million different apps with one central brain for your company.
And this quote from OperatorCore's own thinking, well, it just nails the problem that almost every single business has, whether they realize it or not. You know how it is? Your website's over here, your CRM's over there, your accounting is somewhere else entirely. They're all these separate little islands of data that just don't talk to each other. This fragmentation, that's the central challenge we're really going to unpack.
And this is what happens because of it, right? You get all this operational friction, with teams just trying to patch the gaps between different tools. You get so much duplicated work, people literally copying and pasting the same data into 5 different places. And the big one? It makes decisions crawl to a halt, because getting a full, real-time picture of the business is next to impossible. It's basically operational chaos hiding in plain sight.
To show you this isn't just some theory, let's look at what happens when this fragmentation turns into a full-blown dependency trap. This story is a perfect and kind of scary illustration of the danger. Yeah, this slide frames a business problem as what it really was, a high-stakes rescue mission. So you have this respected medical authority, Dr. Mirkin, and his entire life's work, we're talking decades of articles, is being held hostage on a WordPress site. The developer was demanding thousands just for access. This wasn't just a website redesign, it was an IP rescue mission, a fight against the ultimate vendor lock-in.
So, that really intense case study leads us directly to the core philosophy that's designed to stop that exact scenario from ever happening again. This isn't just about finding better software, it's a totally different way of thinking about your company's digital foundation.
The entire OperatorCore model is built to solve this by completely flipping the script from dependency to ownership. So instead of renting a bunch of fragmented platforms, you build your own infrastructure that you actually control. Instead of being trapped by vendor lock-in, you have clear, safe ways to leave if you need to. It's all about replacing that chaos with the kind of clarity you only get from a system you truly own.
And these are the guiding principles that make that philosophy real. It's this major shift in thinking. You're thinking about whole systems, not just a collection of tools. You're building intelligence directly into your operations, not bolting it on. And you're automating all that repetitive junk so your team can actually focus on what matters.
Okay, so we've got the big idea, the philosophy, but what does it actually look like? How does this become a real, tangible thing? Well, that's where we get into the tech itself. They call it the operator core node. And the best way to think about it is as the central brain, the digital nervous system for your entire company. It's not just another piece of software you buy. It's the self-contained environment where every single part of your business, from marketing to operations to intelligence, all lives and works together.
So how is this nervous system actually built? Well, it's structured in a really clear 4-layer architecture. And it all starts right here with Layer 1, acquisition. This is the front door to your business. It brings together everything that gets you customers, your ad funnels, your landing pages, all of it, into one connected system, not a dozen separate ones.
Next up, you've got the interface layer. Think of these as the windows into the system for both your customers and your own team. And because they're all part of the same OS, your public website, your internal dashboards, and your client portals are all perfectly in sync, all pulling from the exact same source of truth. Then we get to Layer 3, execution. This is the engine room. This is where the work actually gets done. So when a new lead comes in from the acquisition layer and a customer interacts through the interface layer, execution is what automatically moves it through the right pipeline, triggers tasks for your team, and runs all the day-to-day workflows, a lot of the time without any human needing to touch it.
And finally, sitting right on top of everything is the intelligence layer. This is the brain that makes the entire system smart. It's not just doing what it's told, it's analyzing data, pulling knowledge from your company's documents, and using AI to actually predict what needs to happen and optimize everything going on in the layers below it.
Okay, so where does all this amazing capability come from? Do you have to build this massive system from scratch every time? Nope. The whole thing is built from a library of pre-made, reusable, and intelligent components.
Think of these modules like specialized apps you install on your business's operating system. So, you need to automatically qualify new leads? You deploy the Concierge module. Need to instantly search every document your company has ever created using AI? That's the Librarian. It uses a cool technique called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, to find super precise answers. Each module just plugs a specific power directly into your core system.
And this system is designed to grow with a business. You can start with the core infrastructure, what they call the starter node. As you grow and need more power, you can upgrade to an agentic node, which brings in smarter AI agents and more advanced automation. And from there, you can scale all the way up to a full enterprise OS that's intelligently running the entire organization.
So this slide is really interesting because it shows how this model creates a brand new category. It's not a traditional agency because the work is modular and can be used again. It's not a SaaS company because you actually own the integrated system. And it's definitely not consulting because it delivers a real, functioning system, not just a 100-page strategy document.
So what's the end game here? The ambition is way, way bigger than just building individual systems for individual companies.
I mean, this quote pretty much reveals the true scale of what they're trying to do. The goal isn't just to sell a product, it's to create a whole new foundational layer for how business is done. The goal is to become the standard operating system for the next generation of companies that are built on AI from the ground up.
And they have this really clear multi-stage plan to get there. First, they start by building these big custom systems to fill up their library of modules. Then they start packaging those modules into OSs for specific industries, like a legal OS or a commerce OS. From there, they open it up, creating a marketplace for other developers. And finally, they license the whole platform out, becoming the core infrastructure for a whole new ecosystem of agencies.
And that brings us right back to the question that reframes everything. The shift here is from asking, hey, which tools should we buy this year, to asking, what should our company's operating system actually be? It's a huge thought, and it really signals a massive change in how businesses are going to be built and run in the age of AI.